Actually, yeah, you wanna learn something? Here we go. Here's a fun video that I ran across. So let's learn let's learn a bit of Japanese from someone who is competent, who found someone who's not. Let's have a listen.
Is Japanese a hard language? Soki tandaki do.
Let's hear that again. Let's just hear that again.
Is a hard language. Soki tandaki do.
Sucky-tan ducky-doo. Sucky-tan ducky-doo. Roblox player moment. Actually true, though. First off, there is zero accent in the pronunciation. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting second-hand embarrassment. Sonoga no kashimasu. And embarrassment. Sonoga no kashimasu.
What the fuck is... Like, I thought we were long past people on the internet pretending they can speak Japanese. Like, this was a thing you saw a lot in early YouTube. But hey, I guess there's a new generation of people that are doing it.
Means after that, or after it. Nokoshimasu comes from the verb nokosu, which means to leave, in its mass form. Godan type verb, last u sound becomes an e, and then we add mas. Nokoshimasu. It means the same, but it's more polite. So this whole sentence means, after it, I leave it, or after it, I will leave it.
Okay, that's kind of strange. But what about I and it? Where did you pull them from?
Nokosu is a transitive verb. Therefore, we must follow the transitive verb structure.
This is just now I watched like the first 30 seconds of this and I was like, this is gonna be fun. I honestly, like, I knew we'd learn something. I didn't think he was gonna just go this deep into it.
Bring it up.
Swag like Ohio.
Yelp. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Text dumps all over the screen. Let's see. A, wa, ga, B, or transitive verb. Example. あの壁が隣人の車を潰した。That wall crushed my neighbor's cat. Oh, neighbor's car. What is this example?
In this case, our transitive verb is to leave. So this reads as A leaves B, or A will leave B, and we must assign pronouns to A and B based on context.
A little confused? He scratches the slideshow. Wait, he just shows the slideshow again. So you can easily get a screenshot. I bet, you know what? This is actually kind of nice. I might have to watch this channel more as like a serious thing.
Whenever we find a transitive verb, this is what we have to do. Often, one or both elements, A and B, are left unspecified. It's up to us to assign them pronouns in such scenarios.
We love Japanese where context is implied, and that certainly doesn't create issues where people don't realize the context where things are being spoken that lead to arguments. No. No one's ever had an argument because context is implied in Japanese.
Here, nokoshimasu doesn't make a lot of sense. So honestly, it could mean any of these. However, I'll interpret it as, after that, I will leave it, because it sounds the most natural, I guess. Let me give you an example of how to use this verb properly.
鍋に食べ物を残した Here the subject A is unspecified, so we're assuming that it is I. But it could be any pronoun. Remember, always look for the context. Direct object B, tabemono. But if we were to leave it unspecified, nabe ni nokoshita. We could also have to. We would also have to assign a pronoun to it. I chose it for this example. This makes a lot more sense than the way that this Roblox player was using it, though.
Back to our sentence. If you want to say, then leave, as it was intended to sound here, what you're actually aiming for is, ja, detekeo.
What you're actually intending for is nothing like you just said. Literally nothing like you just said.
What you're actually aiming for is, ja.
See, the way that this happens is you go into Google Translate and you write individual words into Google Translate, and then you just piece that together as a sentence, and you're like, yeah, this makes sense. This is obviously going to make sense in to someone who actually knows the language.
Detekeo. Ja means well or then, like in ja sakinikiyo. Well, I'll go first, or then I'll go first. Deteke is the imperative form of deteku.
Or write the sentence and it messes it up. I don't know how you could write that sentence and it gets that bad, though. That's the
which
thing.
means to leave and go away.
Difference between nokosu and deteiku. Nokosu implies that the subject leaves the direct object, transitive verb. Deteiku implies the subject leaves and goes away intransitive verb. I've not heard intransitive before.
In its imperative form, godan type verb, we change the last u to e. And now this suddenly becomes an order. Deteke, leave and go away. Yo is just an ending particle that adds emphasis. So once again, ja, detekeo.
Who let you cook? Your pronunciation was so good it ignited the screen. Oh no.
Is Japanese a hard language? Soki tandaki do. Shigashi anta ga renshu shoreba, anata yoki narimasu.
What?
Shigashi anta ga renshu shoreba, anata yoki narimasu.
Wait, it's not even what she said. She can't even get her subtitles right. Wait, did you ever hear about the Italian singer who made a nonsensical song that was supposed to imitate English and it became a hit? No, I did not hear about that, but that sounds amazing.
What she actually says here is, I have heard that, but however, if you practice, you will become good, right? As an English speaker, this would actually sound pretty decent, aside from the double but there. But this sentence sounds a bit awkward in its native language. The first part sounds pretty good to me. Not exactly the pronunciation, but the word choosing.
Sucky-tan, ducky-doo. Yeah, feel free to link it.
So kiitandakedo. That I heard. But this nda doesn't have a literal translation, but we can think of it as adding a hue of giving reasons or explaining something to the listener. We could also remove it and leave it as soki takedo. Adding nda sounds more natural to me in this case though, since it sounds like we're about to elaborate.
Soki-tan-dakedo. Yeah, that does definitely work a lot better. Not sucky-tan-ducky-doo though. I really need to do a lot more grammar work. My Japanese grammar is very rough.
Feels unnecessary, so we're just gonna remove it. If you come across shikashi in the future, you can memorize it as however. Anata means you, and it might sound natural to us English speakers to use it all the time. However, Japanese is a language that relies a lot in context, omitting parts that can be easily understood, thus avoiding sounding too direct. When a pronoun or subject can be easily deducted, the most natural thing to do is to omit it, such as in this case. We can tell this was Google translated because of how unnaturally these anatas are sorted within the sentence. Get out of here. The rest of the sentence sounds pretty good to me.
そう聞いたんだけど、練習すればよくなるでしょう。Except the fact that she said it completely wrong and didn't even realize the subtitle that she wrote.
練習 is a noun that means practice or training. If we add する, it becomes a verb. To practice.
Can I link you the DM on Discord? Yeah, go ahead. Chuck it on the there should be a stream section on the Discord. I may actually, or put it in React suggestions. Yeah, do that. That works.
Or to train.
I think I moved it
Then we
to
have
that
the
one.
hypothetical/conditional form, eba, replacing the last u sound of the verb with eba, that's if. If you practice it, denshu suru is a transitive verb, so I assign the pronouns you and it
Easy.
to the unspecified A and B elements. By the way, there are 3 other forms to say if in Japanese, so subscribe to Ishidoku to not miss out on more cool educational videos. Yokunaru means to become good. Literally, yoi, an E adjective that means good.
By the way, yes, I'll link the video
And
when we're
naru,
done. Yeah,
a verb that means to
we
become.
can link it now.
When we want to say to become with an E adjective, all we have to do is change the last E to ku, and then we add naru. Yoku naru, to become good. Check the following examples.
This fucking This is the weebiest. Like, I know, like watching YouTube videos on learning Japanese already makes you a bit of a weeb anyway, but the way he structured this video is the fucking weebiest approach you will ever see to it.
And desho means right. Other than yokunaru, you could also use jouzu ni naru, which means to become skillful or proficient. Jouzu is a na adjective that means skillful, proficient.
You don't want to be Nihongo Jozu.
And as we saw just a moment ago, naru means to become. In contrast with the E adjectives, here we only require the particle ni to express to become with a na adjective. Jouzu ni naru, to become proficient. Check
Seems
the following
adequate for the current
examples.
audience. Exactly. Fucking do it again.
So we'd wind up with, I heard that, but if you practice it, you will become skillful. Well, that's it. If you found this content useful,
I definitely found it
subscribe to this
entertaining.
channel, and don't forget to leave a like. If you want to help us create more content like this, consider joining our Discord community. Have a great afternoon. Jane.
What the fuck was that Japanese at the start, though? Like, no matter how many times I hear this at the start,
Tandaki do.
no matter how many times I hear sucky tan ducky do, I'm like, how do you say that and not laugh, right? Like, how do you pretend to know a language on the internet and pronounce it so badly? Like, not even just, like, your, kind of rough, just not even trying. How in the world do you say sucky tan ducky do? This is a fun channel. He has 12k subs. Give him a like, give him a follow, all that fun stuff. I might watch more of his videos in the future if I find something that I want to have a look at. Sucky tan ducky do. Maybe that should be a stream alert. That should be the sub alert when I set up Twitch affiliates. Sucky tan ducky do.